the region used to be called Palestine colloquially.
Yeah.
And on documents, on official terms, it would always be called Palestine for sure,
Yeah.
for a long time. But they always ignore the fact that something else came along that always. The British recognized it, the Ottomans recognized it, the Arabs recognized it, as I just showed you with a fucking menorah on a 1500-year-old coin. But this coin right here, you can see it says Palestine in three languages. It says it in English, it says Palestine. In Arabic, it says Palestine. In Hebrew, it says Palestina. But do you see, Rosanne, where it says Hebrew? There's a parentheses right next to it. You see that parentheses? Can you read Hebrew?
How you guys doing? This is Sahar TV, and today I'm watching my good friend Tal Oran, or the Traveling Clat on YouTube. Check him out on the Rosanne Barr podcast. Let's take a look.
These are two coins I traveled with around the world for 10 years. Mostly I would use these coins because I'd have random European backpackers always question me on how I'm stealing Palestinians' lands when I was in different hostels and stuff, and I needed something to combat it. This coin is from the British Mandate of Palestine. When the British, both of them. Okay. They're from two different periods. One's from 1927, one's from 1946. So 2 years before the creation of the State of Israel, and one's almost 100 years old. It will be 100 years old in 2 years.
Wow.
I use these coins because they have kind of like this eternal symbol of proof of Israel in the modern day. People always like to say that before Israel was created and brought into inception, that the land was always referred to as Palestine. Colloquially, everybody just knew it as Palestine.
Right.
And
Palestine is a Roman word that means Philistine.
Correct.
And it was to humiliate the Jews by naming it after their enemy.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Absolutely. That's how you ended up with the province of Syria, Palestina. And then that's how you end up with the word Palestine by the Arabs. And on that coin right there, and yeah, while they're not wrong, like the region used to be called Palestine colloquially.
Yeah.
And on documents, on official terms, it would always be called Palestine for sure, for a long time. But they always ignore the fact that something else came along that always. The British recognized it, the Ottomans recognized it, the Arabs recognized it, as I just showed you with a fucking menorah on a 1500-year-old coin. But this coin right here, you can see it says Palestine in three languages. It says it in English, it says Palestine. In Arabic, it says Palestine. In Hebrew, it says Palestina. But do you see, Rosanne, where it says Hebrew? There's a parentheses right next to it. You see that parentheses? Can you read Hebrew?
I can read letters, but yeah.
Can you recognize after the word Palestina what it says in parentheses?
It's pretty small.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's the Hebrew letters of Aleph and Yud in a small parentheses right after the word Palestina. And you'll find this on post stamps. You'll find this on land purchase documents from the British Mandate of Palestine.
I've seen that.
What's that mean?
Aleph Yud stands for Eretz Israel.
That's right.
The land of Israel. And this appears even on tabo, which are land documents from the Ottomans from 400 years ago. Because there was never a period of time in history where people didn't recognize this land as Eretz Israel. Ever in history of the planet.
I see it.
Do they think, I'm sorry to cut you off, do they think the Old Testament is just bullshit? Or is that Jewish propaganda?
They say they believe it.
Because they...
I don't know if you've ever come across somebody who claims that the Jews took it from the Palestinians, who did not even have their identity as Palestinians until 1964 with Yasser Arafat. They always claim this, and we always use the same tactics. We always show them the coins. They say that there was Palestine Airlines, which also was Netivei Eretz Israel, Land of Israel Airways, started by Zionists, by Jews. No matter how much they try to shift or distort the history, we will always be able to prove them wrong. This land was referred to as Eretz Israel by the Jewish inhabitants and by the non-Jewish inhabitants. It's on all the documents.
They mention Israel in the Old Testament.
The fact is that most Muslims don't like the Muslim Brotherhood either.
Right, of course.
And Americans are like, Muslim Brotherhood means all the Arabs.
No.
You know?
But again, the Arabs,
they don't even know about Sunni and Shia and Wahhabi.
They don't know shit. They don't know about Sufis and how amazing Sufi Muslims are. They're like the Kabbalists of the Arab world.
They are the Kabbalists.
Of the Muslim world, sorry.
That's right. Well, of the world, because they founded the Freemason.
And they're amazing, the Sufis. They're incredible people. They're the ones who built the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
They came from Iran. They traveled to India. Now they live in Nigeria. I had a chance to sit with them in India for like 2 days straight and meditate with them and listen to their story. They're incredible people.
Yeah.
Like, they are so amazing, and they do this spiritual dance that they do.
I do
dance?
the derby, yeah.
Yeah? Wow, that's amazing.
But I always fall into the wall and hurt myself.
I actually have Jewish friends who wanted to start doing the dance because they wanted to connect.
Do you want to hear something weird?
Tell me.
When I went to Israel, I did that dance with Muslims and Christians women.
Wow.
We did it 20 years ago.
Wow.
For peace in between us. Because
Wow.
it really is a woman's war, I think. But we all were sworn to never repeat it or use each other's names because it was death.
The
That
dance?
you danced with a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Okay. Tell me about this one now.
Well, it's the same coin. One is from 1926 and one is from 1946. One is from 1927, one's from 1946.
Oh.
And I brought the two of them because it shows you this gap of time
I see it on this.
that really proves Eretz Yisrael was the term that people used. I mean,
Which means the land of Israel.
it means the land of Israel.
But why is it something that I always think deeply on is, what is the threat about Jewish people going back to the land where their sacred dead are buried and farming it? What's so horrifying about that?
You know, I think from a Muslim perspective, a lot of it comes down to this idea of having a kafir, or somebody who's below you. Because Arabism is supremacy,
Mm-hmm.
and what we see
Because they're the chosen people.
exactly, and what we see in the Arab world today, the reason why all these countries adopted Arabic is because they said that Arabic was the supreme language. Arabic was the chosen language. It was the language of Allah. All the stories of the Old Testament that we believe, the Torah, were, according to the Muslim narrative, were written in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
All the early adopters of monotheism, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Musa, Noah, they were all Muslim. Jesus Christ was a Muslim, according to the Muslim narrative. And so, for them, when you see us kafirs, coming in, trying to reclaim our land, trying to build independence and sovereignty under them, or above them, they see it as a huge spite, because they're supremacists.
Well, do you think...
Well, it's not only that. During the 7th century, when Umar al-Khattab, the second Khalifa, conquered this region and turned it Muslim, because the moment Islam conquers something, conquers a piece of land, it remains Muslim forever. Same applies to Spain, or as they called it back then, Al-Andalus. As soon as it's under the wing of Islam, it's called Dar el-Islam, House of Islam. If it's ever conquered by anybody else, it automatically becomes Dar el-Kharb, or the House of War. And war must be waged onto this land until this land is liberated and goes back to the Muslims. So right now when the Jews, the indigenous people, control this land and rule this land because they should, the Muslims look at it with spite. And they want to free it, and they want to rid the Jews, or the cancelled religion. They call us Din Batel. They also call the Christians Din Batel, or a cancelled religion, because it's no longer relevant. The moment Muhammad came to be, that's it. Judaism, Christianity, no longer relevant.
It has to do with that we allow women equal rights. That's a huge no-no.
Of course, everything we stand for kind of goes against their worldview. I mean, look, I also think the way that Israel presents itself is not the best.
Yeah.
Because we represent ourselves as this bastion of America in the Middle East, which is also not great for our PR there.
It's not at all.
No, and I do think we need to coax our Arab neighbors into being our friends. I think it's important.
Yeah.
Like, we should have our Arab neighbors respecting us and loving us. More so even than Americans, because
I think so too.
They're our neighbors.
Well, you know how you get respect in the Arab world? You win battles. You remain strong in the region. You sign temporary peace deals for eternity. I know it sounds weird, but that's exactly how Muhammad broke the Treaty of Hudaybiyah with the Meccans. He saw that they were weak, and he attacked them after 2 years, despite the fact they signed a peace deal for 9 years, 9 months, and 9 days. We have to remain strong in the region, and that's how we're going to achieve that.
Family. And like, people might think...
Well, why do we let America call the shots for Israel?
That's mismanagement on Israel's part.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you'd be a fool to look at Israel and not say, like, the government's a complete mess. We all acknowledge it.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Guys, Tal is growing like wildfire on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to him. The link to his account is going to be attached in the description below. Please subscribe to him and please support him. I love you, Tal. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making great content. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support me financially, you can do that using Buy Me Coffee or Patreon. Please don't forget to join our Discord down in the link in the description. And you can also become a YouTube member and enjoy specific YouTube perks. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.